trained by Richard Nutman, and it's being ridden by his daughter Claire Nutman, who's going very, very well since she started out riding.
Placing.
It's washed out a few weeks ago too. But at this stage, 6 events on Saturday, 8 on Sunday, with a $65,000 Wellington boot, the main race. And of course, they run that yearling raffle each year, and they're pretty good judges up at Wellington. The yearlings they've selected over the years, there's been a heap of winners, including Lucky Dubai. It's won hundreds of thousands of dollars of prize money up in Queensland, and it was one of the ones that was won for a $25 raffle ticket, and they've got another nice yearling to raffle this year with the Wellington Race Club. Now, Kinling being led up, Daydream has had the barrier blanket put on it, Miss Cuthbert, and there's another one still walking around there, Hasta La Vera. So they certainly had a marvellous meeting out there at Brogan Hill on Saturday. I know it's a long, long way away, but always great to get out there, and we saw a great finish in the Cup, Tricette, trained by Annette Morrison from down at Port Lincoln and ridden by Murray Henderson. Just getting up to run down the pacemaker St Ives, trained by Paula Trenwith, and of course St Ives had won the Kangaroo Island Cup the start before. Now, we've still got about Miss Cuthbert still to come in, and Daydream, they're going to put the barrier blanket on it. I suppose one of the interesting winners out at Brogan Hill on Saturday was the one trained by Barry Murray at Triumphant, one out at Silverton. That's an isolated village. A lot of artists live out there, but it's a very isolated village out of Brogan Hill, and I think it's the first winner ever trained out at Silverton at the St Pat's meeting. And Silverton, of course, was where they shot the series of Mad Max movies. Now, here we see Miss Cuthbert about to come in, and waiting on Daydream, and Hasta La Vera still being walked around behind them. Cable Gal's in there, Snip of Freedom. Remembering to Win is the favourite. It's $2.20 at the moment. Number 10's coming a bit on the New South Wales tab. Number 10, Miss Cuthbert, now under $6.30, and number 6, Kinling at $8.90. Bit of a quiet tip around for Kinling. The one that was the strongest tip on course earlier today, probably all day, was Remembering to Win. Now, Daydream, this chestnut with the white face and the white socks, is a bit obstinate here. They're trying to get it in, but no successes yet. And in the meantime, Hasta La Vera walks around behind them with the rider out of the saddle. Racing on a track good 3 here today. Lovely day. Forecast to be about 22 Celsius maximum. Started off pretty cool, I think, up in the tablelands here today. I think it might only be 1 or 2 degrees over at Orange, next door to Bathurst, and only 5 or 6 at Bathurst in the morning. But it's warmed up now. Now, here is Daydream. It's still refusing to go in. And Hasta La Vera might have had a go at putting Hasta La Vera in before too, because they usually start from the inside and work out, and it's got these 2 barriers, so maybe I think it went up and had a look at the gates, but shunned the idea of going in, so it's in the meantime it's been led around riderless now. Daydream looks as though it's gone in now, so Hasta La Vera will be taken hold of by these very experienced barrier attendants that operate throughout the Central West here. And Hasta La Vera still refusing to come up near the gates. Zakia, Greg Ryan replaces Carl Spry. Carl Spry and Kevin May not riding here today. And Greg Ryan replaces Carl Spry on 12 Zakia, and J Ford replaces Kevin May on number 3 Feathered. Now it looks as though Hasta La Vera, they've got it nearly in. They just can't get the gate shut at the moment behind it. It's rump sticking out there. And they're just trying to push it that extra half a metre in so they can get the gate shut. And they're working overtime, the boys. But Hasta La Vera had its stubborn turn, beaten by the barrier attendants. They've got it in. Well done. And it looks as though they're about set to go here now. Stand by. Red light's on. Red lights blinking. Stand by. Already here, 1100 metres. Favourite is Remembering to Win, which is drawn the inside. No action as yet. Startup just climbs another step up the ladder. Gee, they're still holding them here. A few inexperienced gallopers in this race. And there's one rearing, a couple rearing there. Hester Lavera's reared, and there was one out in the middle of the barriers there reared, but they settled down and they're racing now. Remembering to Win has won the start. Snipper Freedom's gone up to take it on and kindling out very deep. Hester Lavera's driving up to be just behind them, and Feathered was also in that bunch. Kindling now drops back to Centrefield's Care get up along the rails, followed then by Dizzy Top's Capable Gal, and Daydream was last of all, so they sort themselves out on Hollywood Drive. Leads with about 700 to go. Remembering to Win is over on the fence, and Hester Lavera's going forward. There's another one out very, very deep there. In behind them was Zakia, followed then by Goodness Gracious, and Feathered. Dizzy Tops kindling as third last, then Capable Gal, and Daydreamers last of all. Now it's Hollywood Drive going through in the centre. Remembering to Win on the rails, and Snipper Freedom had gone up to the Miss Cuthbert was fourth, followed then by Zakia. The favourites gone here. I think Hollywood Drive had drawn well clear over Remembering to Win, being followed by Zakia, starting to run home fairly well. Hollywood Drive in front. Remember to Win is coming again on the fence. Zakia and Dizzy Tops is finishing well. Hollywood Drive held together, just one. Hollywood Drive has just won here from Dizzy Tops getting home well. Zakia Remembering to Win in a photo, and out wide there getting home fast was Kindling. As they just run out of my view briefly, in behind them was Daydream, followed in there by Miss Cuthbert, Goodness Gracious. Snipper Freedom pulled up very quickly, then came Feathered, Hester Lavera, and Hollywood Drive, the one that's won the race, it was racing, trying to get right off the track in the run home, and Michael Travers was having a real time just trying to hold it together. Dizzy Tops came home well. It'll probably get second, but Hollywood Drive was giving the rider a real hard time, and actually veered to the outside fence not long after the winning post. But we stand by for the numbers to go up here. Number 5 is the winner, Hollywood Drive, ridden by Michael Travers for Hawkesbury trainer Gary White, raced by the Herbertville Stud Limited Syndicate. Chestnut Filly 3 by Royal Academy out of Pompeii. They're all beautifully bred, the Herbertville Stud horses from the Map family, and this is just another well-bred one. And Gary White, who trains for the Map family for many, many a long year, has got the cash here. But Michael Travers certainly had his hands full. A very experienced jockey, Michael Travers, but he had to work overtime to try and get that one balanced up in the run home. Just the numbers are about to come through now. Yeah, broadcast. 5, 11, 12, 7, 5, 11, 12 and 7, 5, 11, 12, 7. One by a neck. 104.73, 5, 11, 12 and 7. So it's 5, 11, 12 and 7. 5, 11, 12, 7. Number 5, Hollywood Drive, Michael Travers for Gary White. Second place goes to number 11, Dizzy Tops. It ran a great race for the Dubbo trainer Nicola Edwards, and Hannah Martin was the rider. Third went to number 12, Zakia, getting home well, trained by Barbara Joseph and Paul Jones Partnership at Canberra, ridden by Greg Ryan, who replaced Carl Spry. And fourth went to number 7, Remembering to Win. It was beaten off as soon as they turned the corner. Did battle away, but those who took the short odds, I think that they realised they didn't have much chance of collecting once they got to inside the last 300. Was actually a bit of a surprise. It did battle on well enough to run fourth. 5, 11, 12 and 7. 5, 11, 12, 7. 1 length by a neck. The time was 104.73. 104.73 a length by a neck. Race 3, scratch number 2, Fees for us. Scratch 8, Because We All Can. Scratch number 10, Camilla. The rider for number 11, Miss Verdo, is apprentice Claire Nutman, replacing apprentice Brodie Loy. Claire Nutman goes on to 11, Miss Verdo. Scratch number 13, Urbane Valor. And the rider for 15, Bresway, is Jay Ford. And you can scratch number 16, Lucky Chan. Race 3, time to go at 3:11. All these races available on DVD and video from Palm Audio Visual. They do a great job. They travel all over the country.